Hello Internet, it's me Josh, the Asian Gamer. So, a new Mario game just came out, and even though it always seems like there's a new Mario game coming out, this is a pretty big deal. Main series Mario titles are system sellers. As many people have predicted, of course the game is getting perfect scores, 10s out of 10s, and just overall is receiving a lot of positive feedback. And, well, I think the game is awesome too. So, what can I say about the game that hasn't been said already? Well, there are a few issues and some complaints I've been hearing about the game. I've been hearing that it's too short, that it's too easy, and to be honest, it's both true and untrue. So let's talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at Super Mario Odyssey. Now, one thing I really want to point out is that Super Mario Odyssey is a Sandbox Collectathon, in the same vein as Super Mario 64. And while everyone knows that already, due to all the complaints I've heard, I don't think a lot of people expected this kind of game. In the past 15 years or so, all the main series Mario games like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Super Mario 3D World, and the new Super Mario Bros. Series, the games were very linear action platformers. Odyssey, in comparison, is a very slow, take-it-at-your-own pace exploration game. And again, I know a lot of people know that Odyssey is a collectathon, but if you don't care for games like Banjo-Kazooie, Yooka-Laylee, Donkey Kong 64, you might not like Mario Odyssey as much as the other Mario titles. With that said, I think Odyssey is one of the best collectathons I've ever played. Mario controls well, and some of the new skills he has are pretty cool. The biggest gameplay element added is the ability to basically possess other characters. Throw your cap at them and you get to control certain enemies. Look how freaking cute that is! This is pretty cool and changes up the gameplay, but only slightly. Other than using cheeps and water levels, you'll only be able to control certain enemies for a very short amount of time. Not that there's a timer or anything, but because of your surroundings and your host limitations, you'll basically just destroy an obstacle then continue your way as Mario. It's a neat addition, but a downside is that this is the only kind of power-up Mario can get in the game. There's no signature power-ups like the Fire Flower or Tanuki suit here. Now I want to bring up another complaint I've been hearing about, that the game is too easy, and well, it kinda is. I've found so many of these power moons with little to no effort. There are a few tricky ones, but most of the difficulty will come post-game. And when it's said and done, I just didn't find the game too difficult overall. Another thing to point out too is that there are a lot of moons to collect, 999 to be exact. God damn, I would spend a lot of time in one kingdom, searching every nook and cranny, feeling pretty confident that I got everything, only to realize that I got maybe only half of the moons there. Granted, you can't collect the majority of the moons until after you beat the game, but still, there's lots to collect in this game, and that doesn't even include all the purple coins and costumes you can collect as well. Now, how long is the game? Is it short like everyone's been saying? Well, yes and no. If you do the bare minimum to complete the game, you can beat it in around 7 hours. If you want to take your time and collect the moons and all that, well, you could easily quadruple that time. Point being, the game will only last as long as you want it to. So what are some of the bad things about the game? Well, it might sound like nitpicking, but man, I felt there might have been too many moons in one kingdom. After collecting 30 or so power moons in one kingdom, I just wanted to leave. I was done and almost bored with the area by that point. I didn't want to come back, but then realizing I still had so many moons to collect, it does kind of drag on a bit after that. Spreading out on the power moons between a few extra kingdoms would have been preferred here. Also, I'm not a fan of the lack of Mario lore in this game. We're exploring the world of Mario, and signature places like Sarasa Land, Dinosaur Island, and Delfino Island are all absent here. Not just that, but characters like Luigi, Bowser Jr., and all the Koopalings are missing as well. It just seems like such a waste for Nintendo to not take advantage of this opportunity. It would have been a good excuse to throw in characters like Wario, Daisy, and even Waluigi into the main series. But all that's hardly a reason to dislike the game, but man, some nostalgic locations and familiar faces would have been pretty awesome. So with great gameplay, awesome replayability, and charming environments, I believe Super Mario Odyssey is a must-have for Nintendo Switch owners. Again though, if you're not a fan of collectathons, you might find the game a bit boring. Now, a lot of people have been comparing Odyssey to Super Mario 64, and if I had to choose, honestly, I think I prefer Super Mario 64. I feel the levels there are a bit more creative and have more variety, but that's not to take anything away from Odyssey. Odyssey is still a really great game and probably the best Mario game we've had since Galaxy 2. So yeah, if you have a Nintendo Switch, there's really no reason not to get Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, this is the only game you get to turn into a freaking dinosaur. But these are just my opinions. What do you guys think about the game? Love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want, go ahead and subscribe too so you don't miss out on future videos. Like always, I thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.